Good morning, dear student. Today we will discuss about chemotherapy. First of all, we should know that what we will discuss in this session. We should know that how chemotherapy works, be familiar with the potential side effects of chemotherapy, explore your role in caring for patients having post-chemotherapy, review complications related to chemotherapy. First of all, we have to discuss what is chemotherapy. Cytotoxic chemotherapy agents are used to treat cancers, leukemia, and lymphomas. There are over 50 such drugs which can be used as single agents or in combination orally, IV, and subcutaneously. Cytotoxic chemotherapy refers to agents whose mechanism of action cause cell death or prevent cell growth, generally through inhibiting microtubule function, protein function, or DNA synthesis. Cytotoxic chemotherapy mechanism of action may be cell cycle dependent, arresting cancer cell growth at specific phases in the cell cycle. To fully understand chemotherapy, it is important to have an understanding of the cell cycle. You can clearly see the cell cycle in this picture. The cell cycle comprises of four stages. The cell must progress through these in order to duplicate its chromosomes and divide. These are GO normal function, G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, M phase. Goals of chemotherapy: curative, eradication, induction, given with the intent of inducing complete remission, consolidation, repetition of induction chemotherapy aim to prevent relapse. Maintenance long-term low-dose single or combination chemotherapy in a patient who has achieved complete remission again prevent relapse. Palliative provide comfort, improve prolonged quality of life. Now we will discuss that how does chemotherapy kill cancer cell. Chemotherapy damage cell as they divide. In the center of each living cell in the nucleus, this is control center of the cell. It contains chromosomes which are made up of genes. These genes have to be copied exactly each time a cell divides into two. Make new cells. Chemotherapy damages the genes inside the nucleus of the cell. Some drugs damage cell at the point of splitting. Some damage the cell while they are making copies of all their genes before they split. Chemotherapy is much less likely to damage cells that are at rest, such as most normal cells. A combination of chemotherapy drugs is often used. This will include drugs that damage cells at different stages in the process of cell division. Now we will take a look on side effects of chemotherapy. The goal of chemotherapy is to destroy cancer cell. Traditional chemotherapists work by killing cells that divide rapidly, but as they wipe out fast-growing cancer cells, they can also damage fast-growing healthy cells. Damage to healthy blood cell can lead to side effects such as fatigue or infection. Chemotherapy can also damage the cells that line mucous membranes throughout the body, including those inside the mouth, throat, and stomach. This can lead to mouth sores, diarrhea, or other issues with the digestive system, and damage to cells at the hair roots or follicles can lead to hair loss. You can see in this table that side effects of there are classification of side effect: immediate, short to medium to long term. In immediate, occurs within 30 minutes of administration. Its side effect is venous pain, facial body flushing, cardiac arrhythmias, hypertension. In the short term to medium term, occurs within hours and up to 7 days of the administration. Decoloration of urine, tumor lysis syndrome, nausea and vomiting, mucositis, CNS toxicity. In medium to long term, occurs later than 7 days and may be cumulative in nature. Bone marrow depression, alopecia, liver dysfunction, renal toxicity, cardiac toxicity. Chemotherapy induces nausea and vomiting. When chemotherapy enters the body, sensors in the digestive system and brain detect its presence as a foreign substance. In a complex series of signals among the brain and the mouth, stomach, small intestine, and bloodstream, the medication stimulates the vomiting center in the brain. Several chemicals, including ones called serotonin and substance P, are released, triggering the nausea and vomiting reflex. This is body effort to get rid of the foreign substances. Some people experience nausea and vomiting immediately, acute nausea and vomiting. Other patients develop it during the next few days. This is called delayed nausea and vomiting. Treating nausea and vomiting medication: IV, oral, and SC. Corticosteroid related to the natural hormone cortisol. They are widely used to help prevent CINV, and an example is prednisone. Serotonin antagonist. This is type of medication blocks natural substances from sending a signal to the brain that cause vomiting on the citron and granisetron. Dopamine antagonist. Such a metoclopramide are often prescribed for breakthrough nausea and vomiting. NK1 inhibitor are the newest class of medicine to prevent CNIV. The NK1 inhibitors work by blocking the binding of substance P and prevent the emetic nausea signal from being transmitted. It is available as a capsule called aprepitant, which is taken before a chemotherapy session and for 2 days afterwards. For fosaprepitant is the IV version and is converted to aprepitant in the body. Anti-anxiety drugs, medications such as lorazepam and levodopa are used to help block nausea and vomiting. These medications are called H2 receptor antagonists and block the formation of stomach acid. This reduces indigestion and heartburn, which can sometimes lead to nausea and vomiting. Fatigue. What is fatigue? Fatigue is not like normal tiredness, the tiredness you feel after you have been busy working hard or exercising. It is extreme tiredness that does not go away when you rest or after a sleep. Fatigue can be described as a paralyzing feel or being drained of energy. A combination of chemotherapy itself, stress, low hemoglobin level, lack of sleep, and the malignancy can be fatigue. It can be a problem that seriously affects the patient physical and mental well-being. Now we will discuss about the treatment of fatigue. Encourage patients to be honest when they are tired and get a good amount of rest. Encourage them to keep active but don't do too much. We have a hematology rehabilitation group run by physiotherapy for patients post heart transplant conditioning. Tumor lysis syndrome. Tumor lysis syndrome (TLS) is an oncology emergency. It is a serious and potentially life-threatening complication of cancer therapy. It occurs when cancer treatments cause the destruction or lysis of a large number of rapidly dividing cancer cells, overwhelming the body ability to excrete the end products of the cell death. As cells die, they release potassium, phosphorus, and nucleic acid into the systemic circulation. If the volume released exceeds the body's ability to metabolize and excrete them, it can cause electrolyte imbalances. These place the patient at risk of renal failure and cardiac abnormalities, including ventricular tachycardia and cardiac arrest. Signs and symptoms of tumor lysis syndrome: high potassium, high phosphate, high urea, decreased urine output, flank pain, hypertension, tachycardia, ECG changes, cardiac arrhythmia, nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal colic, muscle weakness, muscle cramps, twitching, confusion, delirium. Tumor lysis treatment. Patients at high risk of developing TLS are often prescribed allopurinol or prophylaxis before commencing their chemotherapy. Intravenous fluids are also often given to optimize urinary output before, during, and after chemotherapy administration. The patient urine output and fluid balance must be monitored carefully to ensure a good diuresis has been achieved. Bone marrow depression. Bone marrow depression is the temporary cessation of the bone marrow's ability to produce blood cells. The three blood cells made in the bone marrow: white blood cell fighting infection and disease, red blood cell carry oxygen throughout the body, platelets help control bleeding by forming blood clots. Low level are called neutropenia, anemia, and thrombocytopenia. Okay, dear student, this is how we will discuss about the study of chemotherapy. Thank you so much for watching this.